Wide receivers for week 11. Likely in, I got Lazard, Amendola, Watkins, and Tyler Lockett. I mean, we'll obviously know about him. That game is on Thursday night. Likely out, Chenault, Galladay, Edelman, Traquan Smith, and Adam Humphries. Hump Daddy, probably not going to play again with his head injury. Still, it's a devastating shot to go watch. Preston Williams is out. He is on injured reserve. That leads to the rankings. Devontae Adams, number 1. Number 2, DeAndre Hopkins, Keenan Allen, DK Metcalf, Terry McLaurin, Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, Calvin Ridley, Adam Thielen, Tyler Lockett at number 10. This is assuming he's playing, so I'm going to play him against the Cardinals. Michael Thomas, number 7. You worried about him?
Yes and no. I'm worried that he's still lingering injury-wise. If he isn't, then I'm not worried at all, because this is just what we saw last year with Saquon Barkley. This is what we saw to a different degree with Gronkowski at the beginning of this year. He wasn't injury-related to start the season, but he had a lot of time off. It's just players sometimes take a few weeks to get going. Obviously, we talked about earlier in the show with the running backs. A lot of times the running backs are easier to hit the ground running. No pun intended, but we've seen this before. This isn't the first time. And they go right to Saquon Barkley last year, as Barkley looks at me both times I say that. The fact is it could just be he's getting back to 100% game speed. I talked to you before, and I've brought this up, and not to name drop Mike Tomlin, but I asked Mike Tomlin about Le'Veon Bell a few years ago in that offseason, the one where he was going to sit out and all that type of stuff. And he was saying, I don't care how good the player is. I don't care how much I trust them of being game shape. I know they'll be in game shape. The problem is there's a big difference between training every day and getting hit on the practice field, actually being out there with the team. So I'm not worried if that's what's wrong with Michael Thomas. It's just he's getting up to game speed. And I actually think Jameis Winston could help him, because he is a great deep ball guy. He wins contested passes. And Drew Brees is, I think, honestly hurting Michael Thomas in this passing game a little bit because of his arm.